What's up guys, Miranda here, and today I have a movie haul for you. Yes, more movies. I did go thrifting, you guys, and I picked up a ton of titles. I went to two different stores. So in my area, I have a Value Village and I have a Goodwill, and I did go to both. Didn't find a whole lot at Value Village. I mean, to me, it wasn't really a whole lot, but to you, it probably is. And we ain't really gonna talk about Goodwill because that haul is insane, okay? So there's probably gonna more so be like a two-parter. So everything in this video that you're gonna see I picked up at Value Village, and I'll be doing a separate video on everything that I picked up at Goodwill, you guys, because it's a ton of titles. It's ridiculous, okay? I went cray. So let's go ahead and see what I picked up at Value Village, you guys. So the first title that I picked up is actually one that I have not seen, believe it or not. Casablanca, however you want to pronounce it. It is black and white film, you guys, and I've tried so many times to get into like black and white films. It's just something I cannot get into, but this is a classic, so I felt it was a need to be in my collection, and I will get around to watching it eventually. But I wanted to go ahead and pick this up. It does have the snapper case, you guys. I don't know what it is. I kind of like the snapper cases, though. They're very kind of like oddly shaped to like put on the shelf and whatnot. But yeah, so we got that. Next up, we have a movie that I haven't seen as well, but I've heard great things about it, and that is Mystic River. Another snapper case. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Looks like there's a really great cast in here, you guys. Like, yeah, awesome cast. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching this. This one, I can't remember if I've seen or not. It's an older, like, Sandra Bullock film, snapper case again. A Time to Kill. It definitely looks like a really good movie. I love Samuel Jackson. I love Sandra Bullock and Matthew McConaughey, Kevin Spacey. Excellent cast, you guys. So I had to pick this up to check it out. Like I said, I don't remember if I've seen this or not. It's possible I may have, but if not, hey, it's in my collection now. This is a movie I've never heard of, so I wanted to go ahead and pick it up. It is a comedy. It has Sandra Bullock in it. You also have Bradley Cooper, and it's called All About Steve. Like, being a Sandra Bullock film, like, I've never heard of this one, and I don't know why, but I thought it was worth a watch, so I went ahead and picked that up. This is another one that I haven't seen, but I've actually been really wanting to see it. I do believe this actually came out at Dollar Tree, but I never found it. And that is The Producers. And you have Matthew Broderick, who I absolutely love, and Uma Thurman. She's great, you guys. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. Then, one that I didn't have in my collection that I'd been meaning to add is Juno. It's not my favorite kind of film. It wasn't the greatest. But it was decent enough for me to add to my collection, so now I have that. Then we have a Road Trip, which I have not seen this in such a long time, you guys. Hilarious. Then we also have The Recruit, which is one I think I've seen. I don't really remember much about it, though, so this will be a nice rewatch. And then this film I really enjoyed myself, and that is The Count of Monte Cristo. I think it's an excellent film, you guys. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch. The next one I picked up is Last Stand with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It also has Johnny Knoxville in it. I remember seeing this movie. It was pretty crazy. Lots of action for sure. Kind of your typical Arnold Schwarzenegger film. It does have the slip case here, which I thought was great. All the movies at my Value Village, you guys, are $2.99. Like, even the Blu-rays, I only picked up, I think, like 2 in this haul, and that's it, because they really did not have much of a selection. I never luck out on Blu-rays or anything like that at my local thrift stores. I guess people in my area just don't get rid of Blu-rays, but I know some of you find some awesome Blu-rays out there. But so pretty much just all just DVDs, you guys. But The Last Stand. Next up, we have Inglorious Bastards, which also has the slipcase here. One I've been meaning to add to my collection. It's been a while since I've actually seen this one. This one here, you guys, this is a Well, I've never really been a huge fan of these. Don't get me wrong. There ain't nothing wrong with these movies. I remember going to go see Jonah in theaters. But that's the VeggieTales Holiday Pack. And it is factory sealed, you guys. You get 4 different like episodes in here. It says over 2 hours of fun, 2 great shows, and 29 songs. I don't know, but it looks like there's 4 episodes. And like some songs and whatnot. So I don't know. I thought my kids might like this. Like I said, I saw Jonah in theaters with my church group like back in the day. That was a long time ago. But I don't know. They're kind of annoying. But hey, I mean, since it was factory sealed, I went ahead and picked it up just because of that. Really. Then we have Dumb and Dumber 2. So this is, I think this is the 3rd movie in the series. This is the one where that has Harry's daughter supposedly in it. So yeah, you can't go wrong with these Dumber and Dumber movies. I absolutely love them. They're freaking hilarious. So I'm excited to have this. I have the first one, so now I just need to get the second one. Oh, and I guess this one was actually one of the Blu-rays that I picked up. Didn't realize that. So it does have the Blu-ray and the DVD in here, you guys. So that's awesome. All right, this next movie, I kind of like the cover. That's one thing that kind of caught my eye. And then right away in here, though, I saw Angelica Houston. Now, I know nothing about this movie. I've never even heard of it or anything like that. I looked it up like after I bought it. I didn't quite check on it like during my visit to the store before I bought it. So I just bought it. And it does sound pretty good, but I think that maybe Angelica Houston's character in it might not be as big of a character. I could be totally wrong, but it does look like a decent watch, you guys. If you have ever seen it, let me know your thoughts on it. Like I said, I don't know. But yeah, Choke. Interesting title. This one, funny as heck, you guys. Knocked Up. I have not seen this in a really long time. I love this movie. I watched it so many times when it came out. So I am so looking forward to a good laugh from this one. Then I did pick up White Noise. This one too, I have not seen in a really long time. So this would be a nice little rewatch. Right here we have The Siege. One I've been meaning to add to my collection. I don't remember too much about this. It is, you know, older Denzel film and stuff. So yeah. Bruce Willis, Annette Bening. So another rewatch. Next up we have Bridesmaids. Haven't seen this one in a while either. It's like crazy funny, you guys. It's just that would be so terrible if like in reality like Bridesmaids were actually like that. Like, oh my goodness. Then we have a classic from my childhood. Believe it or not, I didn't have this in my collection, The Sixth Sense. This was one that really kind of got to me as a kid, and I was actually pretty afraid of this movie. Because it was definitely kind of creepy in a way, but yeah, this is an excellent one. I'm sure everybody's like seen this. Love it. Then we have Barbershop, which I love these movies, you guys. I think in my Goodwill haul, I think I hauled number 2. And then I'll just need number 3. So that's awesome. So we got Barbershop. Love me some Ice Cube and like the whole entire cast in there. Bicentennial Man. I remember going to go see this in theaters, you guys, when I was a kid. And it's probably been since then since I've seen this movie. So I'm looking forward to this one for sure. Where the Wild Things Are. Love the book. Grew up with it. We'll say this movie wasn't as great as the book, but I find it so like interesting how they can turn like such a small picture book into like this entire like long movie or whatever. So but yeah, it's a great movie nonetheless, but wasn't exactly my favorite. Wasn't as great as the book, but hey, I thought I would still go ahead and add it to my collection. This one I recently watched, and that is Flight, and I actually rather enjoyed it. Just a heads up though, for anybody that hasn't seen this, like right away, right off the bat, the first scene is a sex scene, you guys, just saying. But it was a pretty decent movie. I liked the story behind it. The effects were kind of cool, and it just kind of, I don't know, it was kind of the whole incident was kind of like exciting in a way. If you know what I mean, like, how do I want to explain it? Like, just like, I don't know, it was exciting. But definitely, if you haven't seen it, check it out, you guys. Like I said, I really liked it. All right, so the only other Blu-ray that I got, you guys, was actually Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I do already own all the Harry Potter movies on DVD, but I got this mostly because it was factory sealed, you guys. And also, I do eventually plan on upgrading my Harry Potter collection to Blu-ray, so this is to the start of that. Then I also picked up... this is Rudy Kipling's The Second Jungle Book, Mowgli and Baloo. And it is factory sealed, you guys. So I don't really know. I just kind of picked this up because it was the Jungle Book, but it says The Second Jungle Book, so I don't even know. I don't even know how many Jungle Book movies are out there right now, so, but I picked that up. This one I actually have not seen, and it's one I've been wanting to see for a really long time. Older Johnny Depp film, and that is Secret Window. I've heard good things about this, so I'm looking forward to watching that. This next one I actually had saved on my Amazon movie list, which is in the description box below, you guys, if you guys want to see what all is on my list still. And I've been knocking out a bunch of things lately. But this actually retails on Amazon for like 20 bucks for these two movies, and that's The Notebook and The Time Traveler's Wife. I have seen The Notebook, of course, like who hasn't? But I've seen parts of this one, I think. I haven't seen the whole thing, so I'm looking forward to actually fully watching it. And, you know, The Notebook is always a nice one to revisit. You know, my kind of chick flick. This one I haven't seen, but I've heard it's super funny, kind of dumb. I don't know. The Benchwarmers. We shall see. Got a few more here, you guys. This one I have not seen, never even heard of it, but it has an awesome cast. I mean, you got Matt Damon, you got Will Smith, and you got Charlize Theron there, and that is The Legend of Bagger Vance. It's kind of based in the wartime, looks like, and obviously has something to do with golf, so I don't know. I thought it was worth a watch. If you've seen it, let me know your thoughts on it. Like I said, I've never even heard of it, and I'm a huge Will Smith fan, you guys, so I've like seen pretty much all of his movies, but I haven't seen this one, so... Then you did pick up Fantastic Four, which my son is going to be super excited for, because I know he's been wanting this one, so I'll have to pick up the rest of them, see if I can maybe find them at the thrift store as well. But Fantastic Four. This one I have never seen, but we got Nicolas Cage and Nicole Kidman. I thought that this was worth a watch, looked like a decent film, and that is Trespass. And the last title here I heard great things about. A lot of you actually recommended it, and that is Cloverfield. So I'm looking forward to watching this, you guys. So that's it for my Value Village finds. Like I said, I have a ton that I picked up from Goodwill that I will be doing a separate video on. It may even be a two-parter because it's just that many dang titles, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.